Hello everyone, welcome to the very first episode of TCL Global Africa podcast. So your trusted companion for everything related for study abroad. My name is Jahangir and I'll be your host today, and I am very excited to kick off this journey with you because today we are going to start the foundation of a series where we will talk about university and a step by step guide how you can fulfill your dream towards the UK universities. And joining me today, we have a very special guest, and I guess many of you already know him, Mr. Shakil. Welcome to the podcast, Shakil bhai.
Thank you, Jahangir, for inviting me. And I believe that it is going to be a very informative session for the students who wants to study in the UK, especially from the Africa region. Thank you.
Welcome. So let's begin by telling our listener who we are. For a student hearing about TCL Global for the first time, like what exactly we do.
Okay, thank you for the question. The thing is that TCL Global is one of the trusted education consultancy in the world. We have started our journey back in 2011 from Middle East market. Now we have offices in Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, and other countries in Africa. And now we are helping a student from each and every level in the UK, like from beginning to the from the foundation to the PhD.
Okay, great. So now we get so many question every day from a student. Like, if you quickly share what actually like key services we provide to the student.
Well, when a student comes to us and as an international student, there is many questions in their mind. Is studying abroad is just not a dream? When a student just thinking about the study going abroad for a study, they have many questions in their mind. So the question they brings their mind, like when I want to study in the UK, so where should I go? Where from I get the best consultancy. So we are here, that is TCL Global. So we will help the student from like accessing their documents to applying to the university, bringing offer letter, getting the confirmation letter from the university, and ultimately we will apply for their visa application.
Okay,
And so our journey will be from application to enrollment to the university.
okay, that's great. So now let's talk about like our most of the partner. As far as you know, most of the partner are from the UK. So the most biggest question is right now, why UK?
Well, as you know, that UK government is implementing many rules that might not go on the favor of the students, but still, by saying that UK is the largest and the greatest, and they're famous for the education. So, if the student is genuine and their main purpose visiting UK is studying, then it should not be a problem. What UK government is trying to implement, they don't want to take people who just want to go there and just ask for they want to be a refugee there or ask for asylum in the country. So that's why they are implementing the rules so that they just get the genuine students. So it should not be a matter of worry for the international students.
Okay, that's great. So like at TCL Global Africa, we know we work with lots of UK universities. So if you can highlight some of the university for our listener.
Well, TCL Global is a famous education consultancy. So we like it will be tough for me to mention one or two universities, as you know that we are working with more than 100 universities. So just mentioning one or two will be depriving our partner to focusing them. So we should not focus one or two. And if the student wants to study in the UK, they can come, and we have the option that as I mentioned, more than 100 universities. So we have varieties universities in various locations. So universities will not be a problem for the students.
Okay, okay, that's great. So now if we highlight some of the question, because every day we get lots of question from student, and I just listed some of the question that we get mostly from the student, and if you can answer or if you can share and solve their query, it will be great for our listener too. So now the most question we get, like how much time it will take for the application process.
Okay. The thing is that if the students, all the documents are ready from the passport to the transcript certificate, all the required document is ready, and if the document is fulfilled, then it will take 10 to 15 working days. And if the situation is like that, the student in a hurry, he might need the offer letter in urgent basis, he need to submit that offer letter in some place, then we can chase and follow up with the universities, and we can bring the offer letter within 3 to 5 working days.
Okay, great. So now we talk about the document. So another question we get, like what document do I need to start the application process?
Okay, so it's a very simple things. To start the application, we need a passport. If the student is going for the bachelor, or I mean the bachelor, then should need the passport, CV, high school transcript certificate, a national diploma transcript certificate, reference letter, personal statement. And the personal statement has to be based on the university and the course he's joining. So whenever the student wants to study in the UK, we ask the student to send the documents and let us assess the file. Based on that, we will give them the option. So if the student is going for the masters, then we will ask the passport, bachelor transcript, certificate, reference letter, CV, personal statement. Okay, that's what the documents required for the application. If the the exception is the PhD. For the PhD, all the documents requirement will be remain same, but they just need to submit the research proposal in addition. So the student need to write a research proposal based on the subject he wants to study. Then the student should send the research proposal directly to the supervisor and get a approval. Once we get the approval, we will submit the application from our side. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Now we also get another question, like what is the next step after if any student share their documents? Is there any student like they need to do anything else after sharing their documents?
Okay. So once the students share the document with us, we will access the documents, and if anything requires, we will ask the student if anything in addition if we require. But normally, once we get the document, we will apply for the student, and the student don't need to do anything. And as we are using student email address in the terms of communication, so student will get all sort of communication from the student. From the university to his mail directly. So the student don't need to do anything.
Okay, that's great. And also we get some of our student already asked, like can I bring my spouse or children?
Okay, this is the
So
like one of the burning questions. Can I
exactly.
take my dependents? Okay, so the previously the rule was for the NQF7, or I say the master's level student could have take their dependent with them. As that the rules has changed. So only for the master by research program and the PhD program, student can take their dependents. And another thing is that not all the universities master by research program allowing students to bring their dependents. So what will suggest if the student is really want to bring their dependents with them, so we will suggest them go for the master's by research or PhD program, and you can't really blindly apply to the university and get the offer letter. So you should come to a expert person. Then he will suggest where to submit the application, in which university, in which subject the university is allowing the student to bring the dependents. So whenever you are thinking to bring your dependent, you should come to a consultancy firm.
Exactly. And also like if any student have like long gap, so can you also help them to find the suitable university for them?
Well, while you are talking about studying in the UK, the study gap has not been the problem for the student from Africa. So, except if the student is want to join in the foundation or bachelor program, then the study gap has should not be more than 5 years. But for the masters, the study gap is not a barrier. as long as the student has the explanation, the reason of the study gap.
Okay, that's great. Now, the most question we get from the student, like, uh, do you help with a scholarship or like full fund scholarship?
Well, it's the like most asked question with the student from Africa. So the thing is that we do not work with the full scholarship, but if the student has a scholarship from chevening, or the student is funded by the government, that is accepted. That is not a problem. But yes, that's true that we are offering range of scholarship from the university. So it will be based on student merit and eligibility. The scholarship will start from 1,000 to 10,000, more than that. It will totally depend on the university course and student eligibility.
And also we get another question like, can I pay my tuition fee in installation? Like, most of the student want like they may be self-funded or they're by their parents are helping them, but if they get a chance to pay their tuition fee with installment, then they can also support their tuition fee properly. So is there any chance or is there any way to pay their tuition fee in installment?
Well, in terms of paying the tuition fee, UK universities are very flexible. So, just to secure the cash, I mean the acceptance letter, the student need to pay just the minimum amount. It normally depends, varies to university to university. In some universities, you will find they are taking 3,000. Some of the universities asking for 50% of the tuition fee. So most of the universities, before apply before enrollment, or before getting the cash, the student should pay the 50% of the tuition fee. And once the student pay the deposit, like the 50%, the student can start the class. And then, as you asked for the installment plan, so there is multiple options of installments. In It will vary university to university. In some universities, the student can pay the deposit around the whole year. In some universities, you will find that the student are paying the deposit in 6 to 7 installment. So as you, if you have paid the deposit of 50% before enrollment, so it should not be a problem for the students.
Okay, then I also get another question from a student like, are they able to work while they're studying? Because most of the student wants to work the part time, or if you can share like each student can work the part time, or what is the minimum hour they can work?
Yes. So, whenever you are studying in the UK or any other abroad countries, so the purpose of the student, like, oh, if I go there, uh, to pay my accommodation, to earn my livelihood, what can I do? So the thing is that, yes, once the student going there, a student can do work, and the rules is that the student will be able to work 20 hours per week, and based on it can be on campus, or out of the campus. That should not be a problem. And the part-time job is available, so it should not be a matter of worry for the international students.
Okay, that's great. I guess this answer most of the student like they can work while they are studying. And another question I want to ask, like, if any student apply through us in a particular university or in a particular course, are they able to change the course later or like change the university, like change their mind, like, okay, right now I don't want to go this university, I want to like another university. Is that possible for a student or not?
Okay, I cannot answer this in a yes or no way. So the thing is that if the student is coming from like artificial intelligence, then if the student think, oh, I can go, I want to change the course to cybersecurity. Yes, in this case, this is and should not be a problem. We will bring the offer letter for the different course because it is from the same background. But if the student thought that I just got the offer letter from business management, now I want to study nursing, so it will be a problem. So as
Yeah.
long as with the same background, it should not be a problem.
Thank you, Mr. Shakil, for answering all of our question. And I guess this will be helpful for any student who wants to go in UK. And before wrap up, I want to just give a preview like of what coming next. Like in future, we will continue this episode and podcast. We will talk more about how to choose the right UK courses, what is the full UK application journey looks like, and we also talk about the visa guidance, including the dependence, also talk about the more scholarship option, the real cost of living in UK, affordable university for the African student, and we will also continue a full series with full university spotlight and series. I guess this will be more exciting for upcoming episode. And so, thinking of today episode, you can think as this is a starting pack. So from here, we are going to going more deeper step by step. So thank you so much for joining us on this first episode of TCL Global Africa podcast. So if you are planning for study in UK, this is the place to be, and we are here to help you anytime. So if you have any question, you can ask in the comment, and I guess, and in near future episode, feel free to text us, and I would love to hear from you, and we will also share the Mr. Shakil WhatsApp contact number, so that in if you have any kind of question, you can ask him, right, Shakil bhai?
Yeah, sure.
So if so this is all for today. So if you want to say anything for our listener in
Well,
short.
studying abroad is just not uh, thing that you are going to the UK and going for studies. Is a dream of, it's a lifetime dream for the international students. So whenever you are planning or you are thinking, you have not decided, but you are just thinking. And if you have any question appear in your mind, there will be my WhatsApp number. Just connect with us, and I will be happy to answer all the questions.
Okay, thank you. So make sure everyone you follow the podcast, and don't miss our next future episode. Thank you for again for listening us, and welcome to TCL Global Africa, where your study abroad dreams begin. So see you in the next episode. Thank you.